Roku, how are you? Oh my goodness, how are you guys doing today? Hoping that you're doing fantastic. Welcome to my channel. Timeless Wellness, or either Elegant Timeless Wellness. That's what it is. Global. It's hard for me. I'm very busy. Right now, I'm in the process of running for Miss America, Corporate America, Miss Queen, Miss Corporate America, and it's got my mind boggling, boggling. But how are you guys doing? Hoping that you're doing fantastic. Hoping that you're doing well. Well, welcome to my home. I'm sitting here drinking some pineapple juice, which I love, and going to kind of talk on a subject that is very important to me. Now, let me get myself together now. Oh my goodness. A lot of people right now are going through a lot because of the snap changes. I have heard different people leave little comments, not on my platform, but on other people's platform, um, stating that the people that on Snap deserve it. And if they cannot afford to buy it, the Snap people shouldn't afford to buy it. I remember one time there was a young man, and what he did, you know, he bought a steak, and another lady got mad. Well, how can you afford a steak and I can? Oh, you can, Snap, and so it caused a lot of controversy. Now, here in the state of Florida, as much as the state get on my nerves, we're not like that. I mean, many people go, they buy shrimps because we are a seafood state. You know what I'm saying? We do things different. But this last time that they came out with the sugar, and I can understand that. I don't understand. I don't always agree with what Kennedy say, because Kennedy is not a doctor. Now let's just put it together. He's not a doctor. I am in the medical field, holistic medical field, and there are certain things we agree with, and there are certain things we don't agree with. And he was talking about the sugar, and I do agree with this. Parents need to cut back on the sugar with the children, because sugar makes them hyper. My daughter, she has two boys, and boy, when they have that sugar, they be bouncing off of the walls. It's like, what do these kids have? Well, they had some cake and okay, never mind. We ain't going over here. We're not going there. And the way that things are, it's cheaper to buy sugar. But here is the situation. There are things that you can use and you don't have to use the sugar. And it's called monk. Now let me say this. I am not getting nothing from this company. I'm not getting a fee. I'm not getting nothing. I am just sharing. I had bought some monk sweetener from Walmart, but it had that ethanol. Where that stuff is a kind of, it's something that is in all amongst sugars, and it's like, I don't like this. It's liquid sugar, sugar gas, or something, how you pronounce it. And it's like, I don't like this. So what I did, I went to Sprouts yesterday, and it was the hardest time trying to find it, but we did find it. And it's called Sweet Leaf Monk Fruit Organic Sweetener, granulated. And I like it. I really do. It's just when I read the ingredients, I'm like, nah, okay, okay. Now this little pack costs $7. Now you might say, but that's expensive. But what's more expensive? You going to Walmart and getting like a bigger bag of this for like $12, or you getting a small bag or a small bag, or are you going crazy? Which which one is it? I love it for many reasons. One, I made me some chocolate chai pudding. And this right here, I had to put a lot in here to make it sweet, but it came through. Health beneficial wise, it doesn't spike your sugar up. Now, I'm not ashamed to admit this. I have ADHD. And at work, I could not figure out what was the problem. I really couldn't. I couldn't figure out what was going on because it was like I was getting brain fog. And I said, there's got to be a way. So since I've been using Monk, the one from Walmart, or even this, my brain is settled. I can read stuff because I have to sometimes read off a script. And I want to say something to people about this because being in customer service, it's not an easy job. And you know where the Bible says you reap what you sow. Yeah, I'm going through that right now because when I used to talk to banks and their employees, you could tell when they're reading off the scripts. I used to get so aggravated. But now I'm in their shoes. And it's like, oh, wow. So there might be times that companies are going to ask a lot of questions. Don't get mad. Because let me share something with you. And a lot of times people don't know this. A lot of a lot of companies use points on their employees. And where you might think that the questions are nonsense. And I can agree with you on something because some of the questions are nonsense. But at the same time, if we do not say anything, if we do not go through the whole thing, we get penalized. We lose points. And there have been times that I read the script, and I know the script by heart now, but I still go back. And sometimes I might put in a fill in word, to make it kind of easy. And I have lost points for that. So I've had to learn with sweeteners. I've had to learn to adjust to this. At first, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie to you, because you know how sweet and low is, and all those other things. It's like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do it? You know what I'm saying? But when I started using it in my coffees and all of that, it has really opened my brains. I cannot lie. It has really opened my brains. So what I kind of want to share with you all is this. Yes, it is wrong the way that the government is acting with people that are on SNAP. But at the same time, it is good. And like potato chips and all that type of, like when I get done doing this recording, I'm gonna go make me some rice chips. I seen this on Instagram. Now, and let me share something about Instagram. Instagram has got some good people that do good recipes. Now, I cannot lie. I cannot lie. Some things I have learned, and some things I'm going to implement, like the rice chips. I'm going to make them, and then once I make them, I'm going to test them out. And then when I get my kitchen to where that I can do this, I'm going to make some, and I'm going to show you how they're made. There's nothing wrong with the change. And this is one of the things with America, and as well as all other countries, they don't like to change. America is one of the biggest obese nations. They need to get rid of fast foods. They need to get rid of a lot of stuff. The chemicals that they put in. I'm learning how to make lunch meat. I got at least about 4 or 5 recipes on how to make lunch meat. I made one time, but the problem was I let it sit too long. I mean, I let it cook too long. And sure enough, when I bought it out, it was like, what did it do? What did it do? So I got to go back and do that. But learning how to make lunch meat is nutritious. You are getting a great balance. Like you example, my ex husband, he had a massive heart attack in 2024, and what he would do before he would go to work, he would go to our restaurant called Mr. Sub, and it was like they knew him. They knew him. Hey, what do you need? You know what I'm saying? And what happened was that deli meat had clogged his arteries. And I remember him and one of his friends, they went camping. And he got a hold to me and he said, please meet me. I'm like, huh? And so we met off of 95. He said, please get me to the hospital. I was thinking maybe it was his back because he had troubles with his back. But but it wasn't his back. We got into the hospital, got into the emergency room, and the doctors and I was talking. Next thing you know, cold blue. And I'm like, what? He had a massive heart attack. And thank God that the doctor, the cardiologist, was right there on staff. He was just getting ready to go home. And when they said it, he stayed there. And sure enough, they had the robots helping him operate. And so when he came out, the doctor said, he said, I'm going to be honest with you. If you wouldn't have got him here in time, he would have died. And it was like, are you serious? So he did really good, but a lot of it came from eating a lot of the meats because they have all the chemicals in it. So why not learn to make your own meats? Why not learn how to make your own cookies? Why not learn how to make your own cakes? Why not? Why not learn how to make your own Hawaiian rolls? Why not? And the thing is, in this society, is that people want to get quick stuff. They don't want to sit down and take and make a home good meal. Like it's just my daughter now, and she meal preps. Me, I don't really meal prep. I get what I need and let it go. And her and I was talking, and she said, "You know what?" I told her, I said, "You know what? We're throwing away too much food." She said, "Yeah, I kind of noticed that because when we get paid, we buy food, and it's like the way that we work. She worked like 12 hours a week, 12 hours a day. So like from 7 to 7 in the evening, 12 hours a day. Me, I work from 7 to 11:45. I mean 11:15. From 11:15, I go back to work at 5 o'clock. But I have to work till like 8. And to you, you might say, well, hey, that's a pretty good deal. Not really. Not really. Because if you got things to get done, yeah, it's beneficial. But if you don't have anything to get done, it can be tiresome. It can be very tiresome. So we're learning, and we like saying, no, we're wasting too much food. And it's the truth. Get you, like some people like yogurt. Get your instant pot. Make you a big thing of yogurt. You'd be surprised of how much money you save. in doing that. You'd be so surprised. So I just wanted to come and share with you all, get the monk sugar. And if you're on food stamps, I checked this out. If you're on food stamps, you can get it. Get like 2 bags. Go to Walmart, get like 2 bags. The got like let's see how many ounces is this. This is 8 ounces. Get 12 ounces. Get two 12 ounces. And only thing you do is it'll come in like this. Let me see something. It's a white sugar. Take it. You only really need unless your food is so bitter. You only need just a half of a teaspoon. Not tablespoon, but a half a teaspoon. And put in your coffee and tea, and you got it. It's just as simple. So don't, people that are on Snap, don't get disencouraged. I know this is something new and everything, but don't get disencouraged. Also, I did not know this until here lately. At what is it? Costco's. In the business section, they sell foods like like corporation, like catering services and everything. You can go. This lady went and bought up at least about a good $200 worth of meat. It lasts her for 2 months. Get you a Costco's membership and make sure it has a business side. To me, Costco's is better than Sam's and BJ's together. I bought some chicken from BJ's, and it tasted kind of funny, but I said maybe it's the season that I put in. That night I was so sick, and so what happened was I didn't think nothing of it. I threw the receipt away, and so I got a hold to BJ's, and what they did, they played merry-go-round. They said call Tyson. Tyson said, why are they telling you to call us when they sold it? And so it was a big merry-go-round, but I said, look, y'all need to be better at what y'all doing. Seriously, you need to be better. And so they did. Tyson gave me a bunch of coupons because I didn't go to the doctor. And they said, well, why didn't you go to the doctor? Because number one, I know food poisoning. I didn't think, I didn't think. And it's the truth. I didn't think. So I just said, forget it. Not going to fight with it. Just forget it. But I know things are getting rough. And my advice to people that are on Snap, everybody's been there. I've been there. I got injured. I lost my job. I had to get food stamps. I've been there. But my advice to you all is this. Because you got watchdogs that are watching. You got cashiers that are watching. When I've noticed when you use food stamps, the cashiers want to know what you got left on it. But when you got a credit card or a debit card, they don't look at it. So my advice to you all is this. I know some states have fixed it to where you cannot buy steaks. You have to buy chicken and fish. So far, Florida's not like that. You can buy kind of like whatever you want. But my advice to you all is this. be considerate. Be considerate. If you want a nice steak, go to a butcher shop. Be considerate because people are upset about that. Where if she can eat steak, I can eat steak. Y'all can have a steak because I'm not a steak fan. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You give me some cod, you give me some cod, some salmon. Hey, we got it going on. And chicken, we got it going on. Now I'm partially vegan. I don't eat meat all the time. No, I do not. I don't eat meat all the time. I would rather eat fish, and especially cod. I love that thickness. Ooh, and milk and butter. What you talking about? So be very mindful of that. Sodas, your children don't need to be drinking those sodas. That's just plain simple. If you want to get sodas, invest in a soda machine. Carbonated water, I don't think is no harm in drinking carbonated water because it has no taste to it. So it's nothing wrong with that. Ginger ale, if you want to drink, if you're gonna drink the stuff, get you some ginger ale. I see that from what I read, that they put a stop where that you can go and buy those natural water drinks. That's wrong. People rather drink the water than that, but just because they're on food stamps, SNAP, they're being discriminated. So my advice to each and everyone is this: if you're on SNAP, be very mindful. Watch what you do. Keep you a couple dollars out, and if you're gonna do it, do it. Or either get you the soda machine thing, that streamer, and create your own. Don't panic. Go on Instagram and learn how to do some of those recipes. That's the way that you do it. Don't let the government have you to the place that you're going crazy. And this, I know you can get on Snap because I checked on it. You might say, "Well, I don't really want to go to Sprouts," and don't worry about Sprouts, but go to Walmart and Publix and get. I think Walmart has a thing called Better Brand or something like that, and get you some monk sugar, and get 2 bags, especially if you got children. Get two 12-ounce bags, and just use a little bit at a time. That's it. I understand what the government is doing as far as with SNAP. I really do. Because there is too much going on. And I understand it. I really do. I understand it. There's also a lot of misinformation going on. So my advice is for you to go on ebt.gov or snap.gov, whatever, and research stuff and learn from it. That's my advice to you. But don't fight it. And truthfully, taking sugar from children is the best thing that could ever happen. I just have to be honest with you. It's the best thing. Why? Because too much sweets. Too much sweets. And especially when they go to school and those teachers have to deal with that, that's a lot. That is a lot. They trying to tell the kids to do something. Kid, nah, that's a lie. I wouldn't be a school teacher. I wouldn't be a school teacher nowadays if my life depended on it. That's why I say thank God for the internet because we can do things. But this is one of the nutritious things that you can ever buy. And once again, I am not being paid for this. I am just speaking mainly the truth. And I'm so glad because I'm borderline sugar diabetic. And when I was told to get there, I'm like, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Well, thank you all for listening. I'm still learning how to do a lot of things. But it's a blessing to be on Roku. I am so happy. And if you would love to be a subscriber, by all means, subscribe. If you would like to monetize the station, my channel, $3, $4 is good for me. Because there's a lot of things I'm doing. There's a lot of stuff I want to bring to you. I want to go to different countries and learn of their foods. Greece is where I really want to go. That's where I really want to go. I want to go to Greece. Because something about that Mediterranean diet is off the chain. I want in the olive oil. Be very careful the olive oils that y'all buy. You might have to invest in some good olive oil, but do it. Invest. Good coconut oil. Invest. Because in the long run, your health is all you got. You have families, you have loved ones. And remember, just because it has this seal, USDA, it don't always mean that. Organic, it doesn't always mean it because I had to learn it. I had to learn that. I had to learn it. Eggs, eggling. I used to love those eggs because of what they had in them. Just to find out, it's more of a hype. If you got, if you got someone got chickens that lay eggs, get them. But at the end of the day, take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Next week, I'll be teaching on. I really can't get together because I don't have my schedule here. But each week, I'll be teaching on something different. And you're gonna learn this about me. I won't go deep into a lot of stuff. Let me share this reason why I won't go deep. Because there are too many. There are too many shows out here that are going so deep until it's like people don't even want to listen to the show. Me, I'd rather make it plain that a child can understand it. It's not that I can't go deep. I just prefer not to go deep, if it makes any sense. So next week we're going to teach on Parkinson and what I have learned dealing with Parkinson firsthand by taking care of my mother. But listen, thank you for listening. Have a fantastic week. Keep your peace. When you keep your peace, that's all that matters. Keep your peace. Until next week, God bless and have a great one.